I just got to get back to the screen. And you're going to see me sell some of these books, which is hopefully you'll see me sell all of the books. And I also want to make sure that you're watching the preview for my upcoming book. So I've got that up running on the TV. And let's do this. Let me go back to the show over here. I know I pushed this one back because I wanted to get the setup really good so you'd be able to see all of this. And this is exciting. This is exciting. Sorry for the glare, but I got to get some light. Okay, we're going to start our show. And welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. So, how fantastic. Thank you guys for waiting. Ah, perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. And I've got a poll. Thanks for waiting, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so you're wondering, what is the wait for? All right, so I've got all these books, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more. And let me do the poll first. Be honest. When did you finish a book in one sitting? And it's either last week, it's been a minute, do captions count, or if the book's fire, I'm in. I'm going to go ahead and pick mine. Oh, and I see RR discount sales. Feel free to announce any upcoming shows you guys have. I'm going to be here for maybe about 1 hour, and then we're going to boogie. So if you've got a show coming up after this, that would be perfect because I could just raid into you. Help me help you. Let's start a giveaway. Here we go. There we go. Fantastic. So off to my side here, I've got my preview video showing for my upcoming, well, I mean, the book's done, but it's the book. Ooh, sorry. I need to hit play again so you guys can see it. I don't have the sound on, but you'll be able to find it. It's this thumbnail. Let me show you the thumbnail because it's a little different. It's the one next to me. It's the one in the middle there. That's the one. So I'm just going to run that, and it's about 5 minutes. And I had it on replay, but I guess it only lets you replay it a few times. So YouTube, you need to let us replay this more often. People are going to want to watch and rewatch it. And repeat. There we go. Don't you love that? I love this convenience. Okay, how are we doing? So if you have special requests, that is why I'm here. And that's why you shop on Whatnot, obviously. So that's perfect. And what I'll do is off to my side here, let me give you kind of a look at what I've got. I've got it basically separated by fiction, and then I've got some nonfiction in the center here, and then I've just got a few oversized books. But we're going to start at a super savings price because it's Whatnotcon 2025. It happens only once a year. I didn't even know it was happening until I decided to start selling books, and one of the sellers told me about it. I was like, okay, good for you. So I'm keeping my eye on the chat just to take a look. Okay, so how are we doing? Okay, so if we have special requests, I'll pull this first. Here we go. This is let's alternate maybe. We'll do fiction, nonfiction, unless I hear otherwise. So this is William Landry. All That Is Mine I Carry With Me. Really nice book. Let me kind of position you a little bit better. Sorry to keep moving you around. Okay, really nice book, and we've got pin that. Oh, it was already pinned, and I'll just start the auction. And let me give this first one about a minute so I can make sure everything's set up properly, but we'll run them pretty quick after that. Okay, there we go. So, yes, William Landry, All That Is Mine I Carry With Me, really excellent condition. And let me verify there's no writing or marks or torn pages or anything. I don't believe there is. No, there is not. And this is also the author who wrote Defending Jacob, which is a bestseller. And so paperback, All That Is Mine I Carry With Me by William Landry. I've got fiction on one side, and then what you're seeing here is nonfiction. So off to the other side, there's just as much fiction. So I pulled this from the fiction side, but we can reposition. And then you can also watch the movie trailer, or excuse me, the book preview for my upcoming book that's already finished, but now I've actually got to get it out into the world. So you can get an advanced peek at that, which is exciting. And all right, let me grab some fiction. And I'll pull this whole stack. Well, I'll pull a stack, and I'll just kind of go through this. And I'll also try to alternate between fiction and nonfiction. So this is like the fiction stack I'm running. But if you have special requests, I will keep my eye on the chat. And let's do that. Well, this is especially timely. Your first draft in 30 days. I did not use this to write my book. However, I looked at it and strongly considered it. I wrote my book in less than 2 weeks. So I did it on a very accelerated time frame. And I'm happy I did. But I had my head buried in the computer for like about a week. And it turned out really good. I'm excited. And I think if you watch the preview, you'll definitely see some of that. And I got something in my teeth. Thank you. I will fix that. Is it something tasty? Hi, Kat. Thanks for catching that. Let me go check. I've got a mirror over here. 1 second. I think it's gone. If it's gone, it's gone. If it's not, it's not. Is it gone? Is it gone? Because the lighting on the Whatnot screen is actually darker than what it is on the YouTube screen. So I would tell you, if you really want to see the setup, you should definitely be watching on YouTube. The problem is I don't have it public right now, and I can make it public though. So if you guys want to see it on YouTube, I'll make it public. And here we go. Next, we're going to go to Elizabeth Strout, Olive Again. This has a little bit of damage on the cover. Can't stop, won't stop reading. Your giveaway is actually coming to you, so you should be expecting 2 giveaway items now, and that's exciting. Good for you. Okay, so this is Olive Again. This is actually winner of the Pulitzer Prize. It does have a little torn cover, so we'll adjust this. We'll take $1 off, and let's go ahead and start this though, because it definitely belongs in somebody else's hands who can enjoy it. And I'm just taking this down. I'm going to start our auction here. I usually sort of explain step by step on the YouTubes what I'm doing. However, this is going to be a short show. It's going to be about an hour because I got to get back to my book. And I wish I actually had a printed copy, because over the weekend I was thinking, oh, I wish I could just read about some of the characters because I miss them. After you like create them and you sort of give life, it's like, oh, now they're my babies. Apologize for lighting this the way it is. I really do. Let me make this public. Let me just make the YouTube public, and we'll start another giveaway. Why don't we do that? We'll run a giveaway, and let me make a few quick adjustments here. Okay. And that'll give me just a couple minutes, and let me do this, and then see if I can welcome in. We are definitely starting our giveaway right now. So you've got really good odds. Get in at the start. And where is it? There you go. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let me make the YouTube public. And I'm here, I'm still here. I'm just going to make the YouTube stream public. Everybody should be able to share in this moment. Here we go. So I'm actually in my channel, and I just need to go to dashboard, content, over to live, and let me just tell people how to get over to Whatnot. Okay, thank you. And it should be public. Okay, so this should be discoverable on YouTube. If you want to find the YouTube anything, all you have to do is type my name, Stay Home to Shop, all one word, common spelling, and it should take you right over to the page. And that way you'll be able to see all the lives, all the videos. I do tend to put up content that has already aired live, so you'll be able to see some of the past shows. This is Southern Lady Code. Now, I put this under nonfiction. It's essays, and it's just so funny because it's like a very mannerly, a very well-mannered way to say things that you otherwise might not be encouraged to say. Really hilarious. So let me start auction. And here we go. Okay, so we're going to run that for about 30 seconds. Southern Lady Code. It is a hardcover. I'm seeing that you could at least see the book, even if the face, whatever, is kind of darked out. And sometimes that's just the way the camera picks up the lighting. And sometimes it's the opposite, where the Whatnot will pick up the lighting and the YouTube will change the color. So it's impossible to know. It's impossible to know what rainbow shade I'll show up in. This is fiction, speaking from among bones. And we're going to start our auction and just let that run. This one's in fair condition, I'd say. And let me just flip through and verify there's no... yeah, I don't see anything. I see a security sticker and I see a price tag. That's basically the only thing I see as far as alterations. Okay, so let's... Oops, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong number. Let's keep it going. Here we go. We're going to go with... This is The Good Spy by Kai Bird. And I was watching some of the book shows earlier, and they had some really good books. I saw a lot of romance titles. I don't think there are any romance titles behind me, but I saw a lot of shows just on romance. So definitely available. And I also saw somebody do this really gorgeous like gift wrapping of the books where it has like these pockets because the way she folded the paper. Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I would love to do that. I know there's a way to do it. I've never tried it though. This is the, this is nonfiction. We want to go back to fiction. So this is The Virgin Suicides, Jeffrey Eugenius. A little bit of an older copy, but overall fair condition. And I don't see any writing or torn pages. So, yes, there will be more to come on YouTube as far as previewing my book. But this gives you a little bit of a teaser. So if you want to know what the book is about, absolutely take a look at it, run it, rewatch it, and keep an eye out for these characters. Because this is just the prequel. So we haven't even gotten into the first chapter. Let's see. This is The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. And we're going to run this. And who else did I see? I saw some really good shows. The problem is, whenever I get on Whatnot, and you know you're going to get a giveaway. Congratulations. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Good for you. Okay, so here we go. This is, what are we on? We're on fiction. One More Anything. Now, this definitely ties directly in with that Southern Lady Code because she writes about a friend. She bases this on a real person, but it is fiction. And it's somebody who loves to shop estate sales. So that Southern Lady Code, I think you'd kind of make sense of some of the dialogue or whatever, but it's not too difficult. And let's keep it moving. So we've got Clients for Life by Andrew Sobel. Andrew Sobel, I recognize that name. And we're going to run that. So this is Clients for Life. More of kind of a trade publication for business, but also just relationships too. And really good condition, no marks. Clients for Life. And we're going to keep things going. Shopaholic Ties the Knot. This one is fair condition. It's got this interior page. I don't know, for a while they were doing this with covers. I'm not sure why. These first interior pages always get a little bit of corner damage whenever that happens. But let's go ahead and start this, and we'll take $1 off for condition. There you go. Okay, so Shopaholic ties the knot. Do have my eye open for any special requests. And I know it's funny. You just don't know what people are looking for, because I guess in theory, if there are a lot of romance novel shows, that means other topics aren't being shown as much. So this would be a good alternative if you're already maxed out on your romance. The can't stop. I have a romance I can actually show you that I don't have pulled here. It's not a steamy romance, but I have one. I can actually pull it. So let me put Panic by Michael Lewis. You can kind of see that up there. And that's what's running. I'll just run that for a minute, and I'll grab that other one. So hang on one second. Where is it? Okay, there you go. So let me grab the romance. And this is actually one of those books Okay, so this one, um, let's see how they describe it. I know that there is some romance in here, but this is The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent, and it's got a little bit of writing here, but otherwise, let's look. It's just described as trade paperback. I would say this is like a rom-com. This is like a rom-com. I've gotten through about a quarter of it, and I started it in the winter, and if I don't finish the book by the end of a season, somebody else needs to read this. This was one of the nightstand copies. So anyway, we can let's take $1 down since it's got some writing on it. But this is like rom-com, and it's actually kind of it's fun. It's fun. And this is by Lizzie Dent, The Summer Job. I'm trying not to cover up too much of it. Witty, funny, and something. Witty, funny, and packs an emotional punch. Now, if you do enjoy romance, I will say there are areas of my book that kind of go into that category. The funny thing is, it's choose your own adventure. So you can decide which character you like, which one you want to follow, whose storyline resonates with you the most. I'm going to just, spoiler, everybody makes it to the end, but how their experience goes is different between the different characters. So there is a character in the book that has some pretty spicy moments. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to take this down because it's falling over. So How to Be Yourself. This is, I guess, nonfiction. Ellen Hendrickson, Dr. Ellen Hendrickson. So there we go. Oh, I actually want to take this timer down. But this is, let's look at the condition. I think really excellent condition. And I think it's published in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. And this has, or excuse me, 2022. This is a calendar page, so that's why I'm thinking that. And How to Be Yourself, Ellen Hendrickson. And do you have a favorite author? Because that kind of gives me a little bit of insight. You don't have to tell me. Well, I'm asking, but so you don't have to tell me, but I'm probably not going to guess. So if you've got a favorite author, I'd love to see that. Mad Maddie. Is the poll still up or did it come down? Because I cleared the screen. It's probably taken down. And we're going to let this one run out. Then we're moving on. Okay, let's do this. Thank you. It's reminding me that my save show is starting now. Good for me. Good for it. We're about 20 minutes in, but that's perfectly on time. So I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna go down to, let's do 20 seconds. Okay. So the next book I'm gonna do, we did nonfiction. We will do fiction. This is I Am Aya, The Way Home by Donna Hill. And 30 seconds, sorry. So this is going to run at 30 seconds. I Am Aya by Donna Hill. I'm sipping my tea. Hopefully I don't spill the tea, but if I spill the tea, I'll give you some secrets. How about that? I'll give you a little taste of something you're going to read in the book. Okay, so here's what I can do. I'm going to hold these up because I don't want these to get completely out of hand. But this is what we've run so far. So if you came in a little bit late, this is what we've run. I'm going to continue down the fiction, nonfiction, fiction, nonfiction. And if there's something in the background you see that you like, do call it out so I pull it. This is successful large account management. And we're just alternating between fiction and nonfiction. However, we're taking requests. And we're going to do this. Where was it? Start auction. I just want to shorten up the time. Time is 20 seconds. Okay. So I hit the wrong button earlier. Although it's giving it a little extra time. I'm not sure why. maybe it knows that these are books that will definitely draw somebody in. I don't know. Books, Bricks, and Kicks. I love that name. That is a really fun name. Some of you have really creative names. I will give you props on that. And I'm going to put this off to the side here. Okay, now we're going to go to, ooh, what a bargain. This is a hardcover, The Air Affair. This is a novel. It's so fun. And, okay, so anyway, this is a fictional, The Air Affair. And it's a hardcover in beautiful condition. And we're running it right now. So you can see the condition here. The Air Affair. How does one describe this? Funny, fun and dishy. You'll hope for a sequel. Okay. That is quite a teaser. Michael Moore, Downsize This. This is a documentary filmmaker, so you might enjoy this. And let's look at condition. We're running it right now. So this would be nonfiction. At least I would consider it nonfiction. And it does have a little bit of a page wrinkle, but otherwise really good condition. And a little bit of glue on the back from the price tag. Michael Moore, Downsize This. And I also think you should be seeing reduced shipping on your screen. Which means you wouldn't pay more than $9.21. And that would come in really handy if somebody wants to bulk up their collection and buy a whole box full of books, because a large flat rate box can fit tons of books. I fit 17 pounds in one. Somebody else has told me they fit like 20 pounds. So yeah, selling to zebras. I don't know if I mentioned that. Selling to zebras. And here we go with the next one. We've got Sophomores by Sean Desmond. This is a nice novel. This one has a gorgeous cover photo, and the book is in excellent condition. No damage, no writing. Hardcover. This is Sean Desmond. And this is Sophomores. This is a first edition. I should mention that. Let's keep it moving. We've got more fun stuff. Okay, let's do No BS Direct Marketing. This one has some really good ideas, actually. I've used some of the ideas. And now you can have the whole book of secrets. And the ideas in here, some of them, because it's all grassroots, they really don't cost much to do, if anything. It's just a different way of thinking about things and getting people to respond to your marketing message. You don't have to spend that much more. This is LA Dead. No dust jacket on this. And how are we doing? We're 25, 24, so a little bit under 25. A little bit of an oil spot or something there. I'll just hold this up so you can kind of see the condition. It's in good shape, but without a dust jacket, obviously it's not going to be perfect. And no writing. LA Dead. And now we're going to go to Strengths-Based Leadership. This is really good. This is written by Tom Rath for the Gallup organization. So they do all those surveys, all those polls. So they have a lot of business insights, and you'll get that in this book. Strengths-Based Leadership. You're basically getting the expert's expert cheat sheet. There's a book for everyone and everything. Robert Stone, Children of the Light, based in the 1980s. Very interesting characters and very retro. So if you want to take a journey back in time, this is definitely one way to do that. The other author, oh gosh, Paula Eisenberg, I think, is the other author who I would say kind of gives that same time era vibe in her writing. I don't have her, but this is Robert Stone. There is a spine mark. We can always rerun things, but do get your bids in, because these are some pretty amazing deals. This is tipping over. So sales and marketing resumes for a $100,000 career. Adjusted for inflation, that's probably about $250,000 right now. So if you can glean any insight, it might be worth bidding on. It's got a little bit of a curl on the cover, but there's no damage to the pages. When's the last time somebody wrote a resume? I myself will tell you, I have not written one. In a while, like more than a decade. The Melting Point. How to stay cool and sustain world-class business performance. Because now that everything's online, you just instantly can apply for positions, and you don't have to go through the preliminary. Usually, I can't think of what. Okay, wait a second. Maybe it wasn't a decade ago. Maybe it was. It was more than 10 years though. More than 10 years. The Melting Point. How to stay cool. Okay, so we did that, and this is by Dr. Christian Marcoli. And we're going to do this, put this off the side, alternating between fiction and nonfiction. This is poetry. This is actually my only book of poetry, and it's a cute, thin copy. Still the Gallows. It has a nice rubberized gloss that feels so soft in your hands. And these are all short poems. So for anybody who wants to finish a book in one sitting, you could definitely do that. You could definitely finish a book. And poetry is perfect because it always inspires you to get in touch with others, send, sentimental messages and things. So this is The Gallows Still by Joseph Did I say that right? Joseph Sullier. Okay, Joseph Sullier. And we're moving on to Outthink the Competition. This is kind of like a hack style book. It does have a little bit of a label on the back still, so if you really want to clean that off, go ahead. Otherwise, really immaculate condition with this one. So this is Outthink the Competition by Kai-Han Krippendorf. Outthink the Competition. And yes, we're running the preview for the Stay Home to Shop book that will be coming out because it's completed, but you'll get a little bit of a taste. It's part of the prequel. This is Good to Great. This is another nonfiction, but that just kind of cleans off that shelf. So let's go ahead and start this right here. And I think because your shipping is going to all be the same with the reduced shipping, if you guys want me to bundle something, we could probably do pairs of books if that's something you want, because I don't want you to waste money on shipping if it's avoidable. Okay, let's keep it going. So this is The Remains of the Day. This was published, I think, in the very late 80s or 1990, and talks about an English butler. So anybody who loves Downton Abbey, you might enjoy reading this if you haven't already, or already seen the movie. If you've seen the movie, you want to read the book because you want to see the differences. But this is The Remains of the Day. Fair condition, good shape overall. No writing, as far as I can tell. Let me just peek inside the cover here. And no, I didn't see anything. Okay, so let me get that. Next, this is I don't know if it's Schild's Ladder or Child's Ladder. I am probably mispronouncing that, but I really like that shape on the front cover there. And so this is nonfiction. This is science fiction. This is science fiction. Maybe we're already there, and then it's nonfiction. You know, if you go back and you read some of the old science fiction novels from like the 1960s, so many of those ideas turned into real life inventions. Now, you can stop at 1987. 1987 is the year that Wall Street, the movie, came out with Charlie Sheen. This is the new Webster's Fingertip Fact Finder. Look at how little you needed to know compared to what we look at or search for every day on the internet. This would have been the equivalent. But it's got some handy things like conversion tables. Yeah, you need to know a little bit more. Okay, so this is Symphony of Secrets. This is by Brendan Slocum. I don't know, that name seems so familiar. I don't know if I just ran one because I'm doing these so fast. But this is fiction, and this is a suspenseful book. I'm just reading the review. It's got a really good review. I'll turn this around so you can kind of see. And very good. And let me go ahead and put this off to the side here. We're getting through these at a pretty good pace, and we're just on, we are on time. So this is The Red Lotus by Chris Bohalian. They should put like a pronunciation cheat sheet. Okay, so this is fiction, and it just says fiction on the back. I'll turn it around so you can see it. So this is The Red Lotus by Chris Bohalian, best-selling author of The Flight Attendant. Let's keep going. We're doing really well. This is nonfiction about a legal dispute, but it tells you this on the cover. The town was suing a coal mine. The town actually won. So this is one of those stories that I think is definitely worth the read. I'll show you here. It's not going to take that long, but it's the Buffalo Creek disaster, and that is by Gerald M. Stern. And let's keep going. So here is the South Beach Diet Good Fats, Good Carbs Guide. Anybody who follows that, perfect for summer. Perfect in time. Basically like New Condition. And I'm going to open it up and just take a look to verify that we don't have any condition issues, but I don't think we do. No, and it's kind of got these tables and worksheets, so really handy. Okay, I'll turn that around. There we go. Let's keep going. So this is The Nurse's Secret, and we're going to just run these. Alternating fiction and nonfiction. The Nurse's Secret by Amanda Skinnendor. Yeah. This is The Nurse's Secret. So this is fiction, but it's a historical fiction set in the 1880s. Let's put that one there. Jennifer High, The Condition. This talks about a medical issue. And I'll show you, it has these really nice soft decal edge pages. So it feels good in the hand when you're turning the pages. But this is The Condition by Jennifer High. Jennifer High or Jennifer Hay. I'll turn it around so you can see the back cover. Okay, let's keep going. So that was nonfiction. Okay, we're back on fiction. Insatiable Appetites. And that's by Stuart Woods. It's a Stone Barrington novel, so part of the series. Let me show you the back cover so you see the author. I know it's got a lot of gloss. But coming up for Father's Day, some of these would make really nice gift books, especially if they are in pristine condition. This is just one I'm thinking of. And Stuart Woods' Insatiable Appetites. Okay, let's put that one there. We are on nonfiction. Florence, but you're going to take a little bit of a trip back in time because this was published in the first decade of the 2000s, either 2006 or 2000. I think it is 2006 actually. So you'll get a peek at what Florence, Italy was like almost 20 years ago. It's not jumping out at me. Okay, so let's keep it moving. We've got Paula Hawkins, The Blue Hour. This is really well reviewed. So anybody, and it was part of the Good Morning America Club series. So Paula Hawkins, this is the author. And no, that's not her. I know there is a little bit of a resemblance I just saw, but that's not her. Hi, Haley. Hi. So anyway, I love the fact I can read your name. This is Paula Hawkins, The Blue Hour. I'll try to get a little closer so you can see the cover. Okay, let's keep it moving. So over here, we've got Magic Tricks. That's nonfiction. That'll teach you how to do magic. And let's take this one down because it's a child's series. So there we go. Starting. And I'm going to turn it around so you can see. This was only sold in school book fairs, or it was sold by Scholastic. So they mostly are going to be school book fairs. I'm making a little bit of an assumption there. Now you can get it on Whatnot with some super savings. Okay, here we've got John Grisham in large print, Sparring Partners. And let's start the auction there. It is a legal fiction, I should say, his genre. And I'm just going to show you the large print. And then also, it's in really good shape. Okay, let's keep going. So here we've got the End of Your Life Book Club. This is talking about a person with a medical issue. So won't go into that. No spoilers here, but the End of Your Life Book Club by Will Schwabe. Will Schwabe. And let me show you the back cover. That has a photo of the author. Okay, let's go to John Grisham, The Exchange. This is gorgeous in terms of condition, and let's go ahead and start this. So John Grisham is probably going to be well known for The Firm, which was a movie that came out a while ago, but that was probably his biggest hit or his bestseller. Oh, this does have a little bit of writing in the back. And this is the author here. But he does a lot of legal fiction and really interesting stuff. So this is John Grisham, The Exchange. And it does actually mention The Firm on the back. I wasn't reading it, but that's what came to mind. Okay, let's keep it going. This is an uncommon guide to retirement, and it sort of answers the question, now that I'm done with my career, what do I do next? So it says, what am I going to do with my retirement? This is written by Jeff Hanian, professor at Valparaiso University. It's got a nice soft rubberized cover. Not very long, so shouldn't take up too much time, but very giftable. Okay, let's keep it going. We are on fiction. We've run out of those. Oh, wait, let me look up here. This is written by Robert Galbraith, and this is actually a pen name for, oh, her name's going to escape me, Harry Potter's author. I'm trying to think. J.K. Rollins, I think. J.K. Rawlings. Um, but that's a pen name because this is her first mystery, and it developed into a series, which turned into a TV series done by HBO. So really good stuff. Hearts of Fire is a religious title. It is by the Voice of the Martyrs, and so it's a sort of a collective. Go ahead and start that. And the Voice of the Martyrs, so they have published another two books, Jesus Freaks and Extreme Devotion. So those are two separate titles. It's a nonprofit, interdenominational organization dedicated to assisting the persecuted church worldwide. Was founded in 1967. Okay, I think that ran. Well, I was getting caught up on history. Up here, let's see, we've got Anxious People. That is going to be fiction, although it's, I mean, come on. This easily could be a biography, I'm sure. So, Anxious People, and it is profoundly and insightfully and preposterously funny by USA Today. That is what they reviewed. I'll show you the back with the author. Really good condition. Okay, let's keep it moving. So we're going to go to Smart Mouth by Aaron McCarthy. This is really a fun read. It says, "Who wouldn't like a girl with a smart mouth?" That's the teaser on the cover. And let me look. I'm going to flip through the pages here just to kind of show you condition. And let me show you the back page. 2004, so this is going back a little bit in time. Some of these are still timely. Like, even though it was written that long ago, you'd still have the same issues. So this is America's home cooking comfort food. This I have priced higher in the buy it now, but as one of those Whatnotcon specials, I pulled this one out. So this would be the predecessor or the early version of America's Test Kitchen. And look at how their book started. Very like homemade looking. And this is comfort food. Let's keep going. We have a pair of essay style books about graphic design. And I'm just going to pair these up. So you'll get both. Because if you like one, you'll love the other. And these are not widely distributed. I'm going to tell you why, because this is the same barcode that will pull up the whole series of these. So if you go searching online, they are a little bit hard to discover, which is one of the things I love about Whatnot is I can show you exactly what you're getting. So let's keep going. Okay, I've got another. We did nonfiction. This is fiction, and it's huge. So we're going to start this and let that run. A Crown for Cold Silver by Alex Marshall. It says, all roads lead to war. Well, plenty of pages. How long is this? I'll hold up the back so you guys can see it. It's 646 pages. Okay. Let's keep going. We also have nonfiction. Oh, this is Portland. Anybody who loves or lives in Portland will appreciate the humor here. I will show you. It does come with a postcard inside. That's almost frameable. Well, I mean, it is. It's Pal's Books. It's a postcard from Portland. So this was actually purchased there. It comes from the source. The City You've Heard You Should Like by Alexander Barrett. This is Portland. Okay, let's go. We've got Legacy. This is written by Northern Trust a little bit ago. You should always rely on your own professional advisors. That's the standard disclaimer. And let me let me turn this around just so you can kind of see the back. It's in really good shape. Second edition. So really, really good shape. If you're going to be visiting family, what a good time to start conversations about things that you want. Otherwise, you may never get them. You still may never get them, but this is Marley and Me. Okay, so what an adorable story. This is by John Grogan. John Grogan. And the preview video is still looping, so we're in good luck here. Yes. So there are captions on it, so if you don't really even want to read the prequel, you can get a taste for it and start right there just by listening and reading the captions. And let's keep going. We've also got, this is kind of a mixed collection. Why don't I pull this one out? So I think we're starting to run out. Well, let's kind of stay in our lane. How about that? Whoa. I didn't see these. Okay. Parks and Recreation. This is a former school book used in Wisconsin. I think Washburn, Wisconsin, but in amazing condition from 1967. So very vintage. Washburn City Schools. Wow. And this is Parks and Recreation. It was originally written in the 1950s, so it does have some really retro photography here. I see Wave MC, welcome. And we're going to put that one right there. Where are we? So nonfiction, now we need fiction. Viscera by Gabriel Squalia. I think this is more of a science fiction type. No, fantasy. Excuse me, it's a fantasy. So, Viscera by Gabriel Squalia. This is the fun on Whatnot. You never know what you're going to see. You never know what you're going to find. I'm trying to hold this book so that both YouTube and Whatnot can see it simultaneously. However, you got to be on Whatnot in order to shop. So if you just want to watch, go to YouTube. Obviously, that's what YouTube's there for. If you actually want to participate in the program and get some super savings, you need to go to Whatnot. And this is in new condition. Oh, so this is Blessed Are the Bank Robbers. Fun title. This is actually a true story about an evangelical outlaw by Chaz Smith. I'm going to open up the back cover so you can see the author. And Blessed Are the Bank Robbers. Got a really good write-up from the Wall Street Journal. His storytelling is taut. T-A-U-T, taut. So we need to go back to fiction. And this is the Norton Anthology of English Literature. Tons of authors in here. These pages are lightweight thin, almost like a tissue. I would call it like an onion skin, but not quite. But it's a very thin page book, so tons of material in this one. I would imagine you would find some author or story you enjoy from this because there are just so many. And this is actually, this is written about the Middle Ages, 16th century, 17th century, and 18th century, so it's going to span quite a while. This is the Norton Anthology of English Literature. And we have over here, we're going to go to Cacti of the Southwest for our nonfiction. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everybody gets something here on Whatnot. How fun is that? Look at those gorgeous color photos. Some are black and white on the other pages, but these are in color. And this is Cacti of the Southwest. Show you the back cover. Got a little bit of a price tag residue. Okay, let's keep moving. So we've got, we need fiction. Eve by William Paul Young. Let me show you this is a new condition. let me show you a photo of the author on the back cover, and I'll turn around when we start the auction right now. So this is Eve by William Paul Young. He is a best-selling author of The Shack. Eve by William Paul Young. Best-selling author of The Shack. Okay, I was reading the synopsis. Now we're going to go back to nonfiction, and that means I need something non-fictional. Let's do this. Let's do the all-color book of Art Deco, and this has sort of limited or obscure designs, but some of these designs I wouldn't characterize as Art Deco if I didn't know it was coming from this book, because this looks like it could have been from a different time window entirely. And I really love the frames. So some traditional Art Deco, some unexpected, and there we go. So let's go back over to our fiction selection. I'm going to put this right up here. We've got thick book, Ken Follett. This is The Armor of Light, and really good condition. Start there, give it about 20 seconds. So yes, we are making excellent progress. I said I'd be on for about an hour. We're about 50 minutes in, which is good because we've basically almost cleared the shelf. I got a few things over to the side here. But yeah, we're making really good progress. So excellent timing. And you can watch the preview of my book while you enjoy the auction. So lots to see. Okay, we are going back to nonfiction. This is nonfiction, although it looks like it's a novel. It says, How Washington Sold Our Soul for Saudi Crude, Sleeping with the Devil. So this is Sleeping with the Devil by Robert Thayer, How Washington Sold Our Soul for Saudi Crude. And I see Lady tag along. What is significant about the year 1997? Or is it a year even? Is it just your favorite numbers? But I like that. It's a nice contrast to like 1999. Okay, so that's nonfiction. We're going back on to fiction, kind of. This is Anne Kramer, It's Always Personal. And I see JT Ben, welcome. So this is It's Always Personal by Anne Kramer. Emotions in the New Workplace, but this was written before this decade, so it's a good contrast, because obviously we do a lot more digitally and remotely now. So this is a good book. Okay, let's keep going. We've got The Age of Kings, which is a Time Life series. It is just so rich feeling with this fabric in the hand, and then it's got the engraved gold. This was part of a series. This is the only one that I have, but the photos in here are just unbelievable. They are stunning. So let me go ahead and start this. This is The Age of Kings, and part of the Great Ages of Man series from the 1960s. Look at these stunning images. Yeah. You get a whole book full. Even that, I think, is interesting. Because, you know, Time Life has some of the best photographers in the world. Well, at that moment, they certainly would have had that. Okay, let's keep going. We've got, this is a book that's interesting. The Prince and the Pauper, written by this is written by Samuel Clemens. We've also got The Jungle Book, which is written by Rudyard Kipling. So two different authors, two different books, back to back. And The Jungle Book actually is a very fascinating story. Some of the book has not been included because it says censored. I can't tell you what's been censored. This is a good point for internet sleuthing. But they're just, it says censored, so I don't know what that means. Let's keep going. We have nonfiction, although it's kind of fictional. But Mark McGuire, the celebrating 70 Mark McGuire's historic season. We are within we're getting within 5 minutes of the last um, of this. So this is at a point before his career was scrutinized and any allegations came out. So I guess at that moment, yes, this would all be nonfiction. And then we found out there were some other issues that allowed him to have such a nonstop home run streak. Gorgeous condition. Okay, let's do that, and let's start a giveaway. Let's end on a fun note. Of course, we love giveaways. I know you guys do. Okay, let's do that. Okay, it's running right now. I think it is fantastic. So make sure you get in the giveaway. And the other one I want to show you is, let's see, do we need fiction? I guess at this point it doesn't matter as much. But we'll do Death in Venice. Definitely a classic. Anybody who hasn't read it, if you've read Catcher in the Rye, you would love Death in Venice. Those two are very parallel in different time frames. So Death in Venice by Thomas Mann. And let me show you the back cover. More of a vintage copy. And we're going to keep going. We're going to do the Guinness Book of World Records going back to 2001. I asked about 1997, didn't get an answer, so there's something special. If you started high school in 1997, you would have graduated in 2001 if you went for 4 years. This has all sorts of fun photos. Look at Betty White. Or no, is that Estelle Getty? That's Estelle Getty. The Biggest Angel collection. Wait, it's not even Estelle Getty. We have a look-alike. Okay, let's keep going. So here we're going to do, oh, this one's a fun one because it's a gift book. You can tuck a gift card into it if you don't just want to give the card. Make sure you guys get in the giveaway. And this is where you tuck the card inside. We've got Father's Day coming up, so this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little pocket right here that will hold a gift card. And just to give you a sample, this is Hallmark. So this is a surf break. No, not the oceanic kind. You're surfing like that. So it's basically a break from the internet. Let's go ahead and start this. And this is a Hallmark book, a Hallmark gift book that you can put a gift card into. You can put anything in there or just leave it blank, but it's meant to go with a gift, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be lost or forgotten. This is Give Me a Break, Man. Okay, let's move that one over here. And we have Shakespeare. Yes, we do. I'm going to show you the gorgeous leatherette. Is that what we call this? They might call it leather, but I would say leatherette or vegan leather Shakespeare. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. These dust jackets have definitely served some good on some of these titles. We are within 2 minutes, and we're going to wrap things up. Thanks, everybody, for coming to check this out. We should raid somebody, though, so if you do have a favorite show that you want to promote, let me know that in the chat. I'll keep an eye open. Try to get in that giveaway, too. That would definitely make the timing correspond perfectly. And let's see if there's anything else left to run. Oh, there is actually one. There's some backups, but we'll run this one. This is the Do-It-Yourself manual. So old retro repair book. Anybody who's into vintage appliances, vintage stuff, vintage household pieces, this goes hand in hand with those. The automobile, yes. This was at a point where you could actually do your own automobile repair. Now everything's computerized, so I don't know that it's as easy. Okay, let's keep going. So where are we with our timer? We've got less than a minute. Last call for that giveaway. and then we're going to raid somebody. So until the next time I see you, don't go anywhere. I hope you can stay home to shop. I'm just going to set up the raid though. We're going to raid into Bolo Buddies. Bolo Buddies is always a fun one. And she'll have some jewelry for us, I'm sure. So about 30 seconds. These clocks are just perfectly synchronized. So I just want to give everybody a chance for that last giveaway pull. And here we go. We're going to go to Bolo Buddies. We're going to Bolo Buddies. Awesome. Okay, thanks. Okay, and until the next time I see you, I hope you can stay home to shop.